Hello, USA football fans, soccer fans, let's get AFL fans. Bobby Cardenas coming at you from Lancaster, California. Tuesday, the 21st. Just watched some Euros this morning. Germany defeated Northern Ireland 1-0. Wasn't easy. And they were playing a lot of their number one players. Let me tell you something. They started Mario Gomez, Mario Götze, Thomas Müller, Matt Hummels, Mesut Özil, Toni Kroos, and then came in Schürrle. Mario Götze went out, and they only beat Northern Ireland 1-0. But they advanced as the winners of the group, and in the other one, Poland beat Ukraine 1-0. Poland goes in as the runner-up. Then we move on to Czech Republic versus Turkey, which I'm watching right now. But I just finished watching España lose to Croatia 2-1. Son of a... And let me tell you something. There were rumors that certain groups from Croatia that have problems with Croatia's government and governing body, whatever, they had threatened to come into the match and purposely go after the referees of the match with firecrackers, projectiles, more flares, whatever. Thankfully, it didn't occur, because I would hope that security forces patted down every friggin' person that thought of entering that stadium. I would hope, right? That's what you would hope would happen. But anyway, so Spain goes up 1-0 via Morata, who it's rumored, I'm not sure if it's actually a fact, but I've got to go on, that he's coming back to Real Madrid. I hope he is. He's already, with today's goal, he scored 3 goals in this Euro so far. So they're leading 1-0 at halftime. Second half starts. Croatia, on a cross-in, where Sergio Ramos is not marking his player purposefully well enough, lets him just dink it in right past De Gea, and they tie it up 1-1. In about the 70th minute, 71st minute, Spain has a penalty called for them because David Silva is going into the area, right? The ball's coming across over the top, and he gets clipped by a Croatian player who, even before he clips him, he's running right behind David Silva, and he starts to put up his arms, like telling the referee, "Hey, ¿sabes qué? I'm not about to foul him, even though it looks like I'm about to foul him." And he clips his feet. Boom! David Silva falls forward. The other guy falls forward with his hand still up, and the referee blows for a foul and a PK. Now, first and foremost, I have a beef with Alejandro Moreno, who's calling the game again, because, of course, sometimes he says crap that he's... Let me tell you something, Alejandro. If you have been a ref or are currently a ref, then you should be ashamed of yourself for what you said about this play. And if you've never been a ref, then you should be ashamed of yourself for what you said about this play for not even knowing the laws of the game. Either way, let me tell you something. Alejandro insinuates that David Silva threw himself down. He felt a little bit of contact and went down to draw the foul. That it wasn't a PK because David Silva had no chance at the ball. And for him, it wasn't a PK. Well, guess what? There's nothing in our laws that state that you must be playing the ball or have an opportunity to play the ball at the moment that you're fouled in order for it to be a foul. You can be fouled away from play. The only thing that determines whether you've been fouled or not is whether you've been tripped, kicked, struck, lunged at, unfairly charged, spit at, swung at, like attempting to strike at, actually striking rather. And any of those that I just mentioned, attempting to do those, like attempting to trip, attempting to kick, attempting to strike, attempting to charge, attempting to spit at, attempting to strike at. There's a lot of things that cause fouls. And you can get fouled away from the ball. So it has nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with whether a foul has occurred or not, Alejandro. The only thing that would inflate the punishment for that foul having occurred would be if there were an obvious goal scoring opportunity, which means that the player having fouled the offensive player would get issued a red card, or misconduct, carelessness, where the player would get issued a caution or a yellow card. Friggin' quit commenting about stuff you have no friggin' idea about. Now, as upsetting as that was, what really pissed me off was that Sergio Ramos decides to take the PK. Who in their right mind, I don't care how good a defensive player is at kicking PKs, your offensive players that are on the field should be better at taking those PKs, correct? So when the score is tied 1-1 and the outcome still is in doubt, and Spain were still fighting to win the group, why would you have Sergio Ramos take the kick at that point? I could see him taking a kick if Spain is up 4-0. Hey, yeah, throw him a bone. Go ahead. Sergio Ramos, you want to score a PK? Go ahead. But at that time, it's 1-1. And the other thing that upsets me is the keeper for Croatia, even before Ramos has even reached the ball on his run-up, has taken a step, actually more than a step, because he was probably about 1.5 yards, almost 2 yards ahead of the line. You're not supposed to move until the ball is kicked. He's moved straight forward, so that when Ramos kicks the ball, it goes right to him. And then Croatia go on to win on a deflection off the left coming in. Piqué tries to slide tackle. It clips his foot, the shot, and deflects to the near post because David De Gea was playing it, but he was favoring the far post. And at the last second, can't make the save on a slide. And again, Alejandro Moreno is talking about how no matter what, that De Gea should have gotten that save. Really? How often have you been in goal to gauge whether or not that should have been a save or not? When play happens that quickly and deflections happen that quickly. Well, Spain lose 2-0. That's it. I got to go. But in a little while, USA plays. The pregame starts at 4 o'clock for 2 hours. How much friggin' stuff could they talk about for 2 hours as a pregame? I don't know, but I'm going to probably watch it. And then the game starts at 6 against Argentina. It would not be the first time that we've actually beaten somebody who's number one at the time in a major tournament. We defeated España in 2009 in the Confederations Cup in South Africa in the semifinals. We actually defeated Spain. We went on to lose in the final against Brazil when we were beating them. So it's not impossible. At least that's what Dinklage told me. Okay, so say no to racism. And say, go USA! We can still do it. It's a friggin' uphill battle. Never say die.